AITA for refusing to give my wife's family a large portion of her life insurance money? I lost my wife unexpectedly, and it has been one of the most difficult times in my life. She left me with $200,000 in life insurance, and I used $20,000 of it to cover the funeral expenses. Now, my wife's family is demanding a large portion of the remaining life insurance money. Her parents want to use it to rebuild their home in Florida that was destroyed in a recent hurricane. The thing is, they didn't have insurance, and I don't think it's fair for me to cover their losses with the money that my wife left me. My wife's brother also wants a portion of the money to pay for his college tuition. While I sympathize with his situation, I don't think it's my responsibility to fund his education. My wife left this money to me for a reason, and it's up to me to decide how to use it. When I told my wife's family that I couldn't give them the money they were asking for, they accused me of being selfish and not caring about their situation. They said that my wife would have wanted them to have the money and that I was going against her wishes. I feel terrible for my wife's family, but I also have my own financial responsibilities. I have bills to pay, and I want to make sure that I can take care of myself in the future. I don't want to put myself in a difficult financial situation by giving away a large portion of the life insurance money. This is an opportunity for me to pay off my debts and buy the dream home me and my wife always wanted. Maybe I'm being selfish, but I feel like I am not in the wrong. Me and my wife never really discussed what to do with life insurance money other than the occasional joke of buying the dream home we want or a starter one. I miss her so terribly. Am I the asshole for refusing to give my wife's family a large portion of her life insurance money? NTA death and money can bring out the worst in people. I'm sorry for your loss. NTA. She left you with the money, not them. If she wanted them to have some of it, she should have put it in a will or agreement of some sort to divide the money amongst her chosen parties. I think a lot of people don't realize life insurance is to cover funeral costs and supplement the sudden loss of income of a spouse or financial supporter. Meaning quite literally the $200K minus tax and funeral costs is to help you adjust to the loss of income from your wife. I hate that people think they would have wanted me to have it. Have you give me some? No, they wouldn't. Life insurance is a temporary income supplement, so unless the wife was giving them $1,000 a month, she wasn't contributing to their household, and her policy reflects that. Do not give them a dime. You will never see the money back, and they're going to come back and say they need more for one reason or another. NTA. Don't listen to the family. It's pure greed speaking. If your wife wanted them to have some of her insurance proceeds, she'd have put that in the beneficiary part of the policy. NTA. Don't give the vultures 1 cent. NTA. How can you own a home and not have any insurance on it? Especially in Florida with all the hurricanes. That is just crazy. NTA. Your wife left that to take care of you. If she had wanted it to be divided up, she would have stipulated that beforehand. Your in-law are a bunch of greedy as though. I am so sorry for your loss. Such a weird family your wife had. A life insurance is supposed to help the survivors live without the deceased financial support. Exactly like you have been doing. Paying bills. Getting a house. NTA. It's your money. You are using it to continue your life. If your wife wanted her family to have some of it, she would have put them as beneficiaries. She didn't. NTA. If she wanted them to have the money, she would have left it to them. You would be going against her wishes by giving them the money she left for you. NTA. If your wife had wanted to leave the money to her family, I feel like she would have made those wishes known and/or made arrangements for herself. Personally, I feel it's a bit tacky for them to all come after you for the money like that in your time of grief. NTA. They are responsible for their own adult lives, especially their poor life decisions. Or, as the old saying goes, you're not required to set yourself on fire to keep someone else warm. Edit. $200,000 after paying out funeral costs etc. What Uncle Sam takes. It's nothing. They're asking you to give up your dreams to fund theirs. NTA. I really can't believe your wife's family. I'd end any more conversations around this and block them if they can't respect your decision. NTA. The insurance was for you. She could have left it part to you and part to them, but she didn't. Sorry for your loss. NTA. Life insurance is usually to protect the spouse. I'm sure your wife never talked about giving money to her family. Just say no. It was left to me, not you. That was her wishes. NTA. 100-fold. Are you kidding me? Your wife died and her family wants a cut of her life insurance to spend on their own needs, wants? I hardly believe what I'm reading here. Cut these people off immediately. And be glad that there is at least a tiny positive about your loss. There is no need to keep in touch with these people any longer. I'm sorry for your loss and wish you all the best. NTA. That money was left to you. They are the selfish ones for viewing her death as some opportunity to cash in. And to guilt the love of her life on top of it. So much audacity. You were a 2-income household and now you're a 1-income household suddenly. Save the money for when you will need it. NTA. Life insurance is taken out to help someone's immediate family, usually spouse, to financially weather the loss of an income or role in the family. It's not a cash grab or lottery winnings. Respectfully, her family treating this life insurance money as a windfall is abhorrent. It's not their money. Also, there's a reason you designate beneficiaries on those policies. The deceased had a choice where that money was going to go. I am terribly sorry for your loss. Up. NTA. Insurance money is meant to replace the income of the deceased. If your wife was still employed, she would be paying bills and contributing to a new home, not funding her parents' rebuild or her brother's education. You are using the money as it is intended. In your time of grief, don't be bullied into poor financial planning. I'm sorry for your loss. NTA. If she wanted them to have the money, she would have made them the beneficiaries.
They sound like vultures.
NTA. And if your wife wanted anyone else besides you to have a share of the insurance, she would have included them as beneficiaries. Don't give in to name calling. I am sorry for your loss.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.